And what's the result of the first step? First step, which means you just substituting. You didn't. This question is not asking you to solve. You just substitute the expression for y. So now, as you see, y is negative 3x plus 5. Y is equal to this. So which means you can use negative 3x plus 5 for y. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rewrite the second, and we know that this place is for y, right, y, but I'm going to replace it with negative 3x plus 5 because we know that this is equal to y. So you can use negative 3x plus 5 instead of y to get rid of y on the second equation. All right, so it's equal to negative 3. The rest of them should be exactly the same. And now this is the ending part of the end of the first step. So which one is the answer? B is the answer. You should see the gripping symbol because we didn't use distributive property yet. So that the answer, not the answer. And you're plugging in negative 3x plus 5. You're substituting it for y, not for x, right? So this shouldn't be the answer. Number 7. So you have to use substituting method because you see that y is x plus 3. So these y's are equal, right? So now, and we know that y and x plus 3's are equal. So I can use x plus 3 instead of y. So let me just rewrite it. Negative 3 x plus 3 for y is equal to 4. So now you can replace this guy into for y. So I'm going to just put x plus 3. X plus 3. And let's simplify this. Negative 3x plus 3x and plus 9 is equal to 4. So everyone said that negative 3x is going to be 0, and 9 is 4. Is it true statement or a false statement? It's not true. 9 is not equal to 4. So, oh no, it's not true. So it's false. So it is false statement. So do we have any solution? Do we have any number that makes this system true? No, because the system itself is a false. So you have to say there is no solution. When you end up the false statement, then there should be no solution. When you end up like the true statement all the time, for example, like you solve it, like you solve, simplify and everything, and you end up to like 7 is equal to 7. It's always true, right? For whatever the x and y's you have for the system. So if it's true, if you ended up the true statement, then you have to say infinitely many solutions. It's always true. Infinitely many solutions. Okay? If you end up the true statement. Now we are going to use elimination method. So you need to check the coefficient 1, 2, and it's either the same or opposite. If you see same coefficient, you're going to subtract. If you see the opposite coefficient, you're going to add. So now, what are you going to do? We have negative 1 and positive 1. So it's going to be, you're going to add it. So what's 1x plus 2x? You add each term. It's going to be 3x and negative y plus y, 0. This was our goal, to get rid of it. We're not going to write it. And 11 plus 19, 30. X is equal to 10. So now we need to find the order pair. So we have x, which is 10. Now, how do we know y? You have to plug back into one of the equations. So I'm going to plug it into x minus 11, the first one. So x is going to be 10 minus y, 11. Minus y, you have to minus 10, so it's going to be negative y is equal to positive 1. So y is equal to negative 1 because you have to divide it by divided by negative 1 divided by negative 1. 1 divided by negative 1 is negative 1. So the answer is 10 and negative 1. And then the next one, if you look at the coefficient of y, you see positive 1 and positive 1. How do we get rid of y? You can subtract this so that you get rid of these, right? So now let's do 8x minus negative 3x. 8x minus negative 3x is going to be, you do keep change. So it's going to be 11x, and negative 16 minus negative 5. Be careful, negative 16 minus negative 5. So you do keep change also. So let's do negative 16 plus 5. So you do, you can use number line for this question. So negative 16, you're losing 16 points and you earn 5 points. So now you're losing only 11 points. Negative 11 and x is equal to, you divide it by 11, you divide it by 11. So the answer is going to be negative 1. So now we have a solution of negative 1, but you need to find y. So now I'm going to plug back into one of the equation. I'm going to choose second one. All right, so negative 3x plus y. This is a second equation, right? So you need to plug this number into x. So negative 3, negative 1 plus y, negative 5. Negative 3 times by negative 1, positive 3 plus y is equal to negative 5. So you undo, added by 3 by subtracting, minus 3. So it's 0. Y is equal to negative 5 minus 3. Your answer should be negative 8. So negative 8. So if you have negative 1, negative 8, you're good to go. Make sure that you have x and y, like both numbers. All right, number 10. So this is the application of system of equations. So now let's solve some real world problems. And we know that there's a large snack. How much is it? It's $5. And the small one, small snack is $3. And the number of snack packs they sold is 60, right? And the total amount of money that they earn is $2.20. How many small snack packs did the snack bar sell? So the first step, we need to define variables. So I'm going to use x for the number of small snack the snack bars sell, the small snack. And I'm going to put y, number of large snack. So now we need to think about like relation. So in this story, we know about the total number of snack packs, right? So you may think about, oh, I know I can write an equation about total number of snacks. And we also know the total amount of money that you earn, amount of money, right? So let's think about like total number of snacks. You sold X number of small snacks, and then you sold at Y numbers of large snacks. So the total number of X and Y, small and large, is going to be X plus Y is going to be how many? 60. And the total amount of money, when you sell $5, when you sell Y number of the large snack, each of the larger snack is $5. So it's going to be 5Y, the total amount of money, and small snack, the amount of money, that is going to be 3X. So you can say 3X plus 5Y is equal to how many? How much? $220. So I need you to solve the system.